I can do whatever I want. I can do the show like this if I want to. No one can stop me. Hi, I'm Chuck. Huh? All right, I'm gonna do this whole entire show like this because I have a sit-stand desk this is not a paid advertisement, but we got another one, so I wanted to show you guys. We got this one here, right? Oh, it's the most wonderful thing ever for shooting. It's been so handy that we wanted to grab one of their other models to see how it was, because I feel like the FlexiSpot stuff is very good for the money. So let's check out the other one real quick that we got. I'm not sure what we're going to use it for, but it's being a Dungeons and Dragons table at the moment. We got our entire D&D setup on here, and it's really handy because if we want to stand up and really get a good look at it, we can do that. We got just a black tabletop underneath, but you can get it with a black or sort of a brown walnut, like natural wood tabletop. The legs, you can get them in black or you can get them in silver, so we get you with the black. And now this one's a little different because on the base there, we have the one solid pillar on each side, and then it's not like centered like the other one is. This one you have a longer side and a shorter side on the bottom, more like an office desk, so it's not going to be perfectly centered, but check this action out, guys. You got your cable management up here, and then this piece here will actually adjust. So if you have, build your own tabletop or something like that, this will go from 43.3 inches across, or you can stretch it all the way out to 70.9. That's a pretty big stretch right there. There's this evil light from under the table. Right here is our little adjuster. Stop this at once. Hold it up and down right. Really, really smooth. It stops almost instantly. The other one would stop like a second after you let go of it. Yeah. Then we have three programmable settings. So if you have your sit, your stand, and your squat. I don't know what the third one could be. Whatever, maybe a stool. But you can set those up right there and then have 3 programmed spots. It's at 49.2 right now. And it's going to go down and down. And just so you guys can see, take a look at the water over here. Give me a shot of that. Really smooth. Not going to spill your coffee at all. Watch when it stops. That's it. Barely even a ripple. And now we're all the way down to 24.4. Now there's enough room underneath there that you can do some other stuff with it if you like. If you can put another power strip in there and just kind of manage everything together. But it's been a really handy table, also very handy for building a computer or something like that because you can raise it up and not break your back with a normal size table. I really like that. But all in all, this is just an auxiliary table that we're going to use all over the office. And these FlexiSpot tables, for their money, are extremely solid. That's why we have 2 of them now. So again, they didn't pay us to do this. They did send us the desk, and these things are awesome. So check them out. Hey everybody who really likes the IntelliMouse. The IntelliMouse is coming back. Still got the same on-run switches on the top. They say they have improved the sensor here, but in this blog on Microsoft's website, they don't exactly say what sensor they're going to be using. I wonder if it's the same sensor, just improved. That would be interesting. They don't use 3360. They don't use, who knows what, maybe if I Googled it, I could find out. People in the comments will do that for me. I don't have to do any work anymore. Everyone just knows everything and will be happy to Google it all for me, right? Yes. By the way, our mouse is slightly inspired by the IntelliMouse, but it's a little more, little different design, but very similar. This is the Swift. I actually use the standard issue. I love that mouse. It just fits my hands perfectly. This one's a little more ergonomic for people who really like it hard right-handed. And guys, don't forget it's on Amazon as well. All of the Fenek stuff is on Amazon. If you guys use an ad block, then this is the best way to support us while also supporting your new mouse habits. Yeah, is that a thing? Mouse habits? Threadrippers have gone down in price. AMD has been savage this week. I don't know if you guys saw the tweet, but I found a picture on Reddit. This image right here is from some event. Xeon was great. So was Cole. They're dropping their price on their Threadripper, their first gen Threadrippers, by several $100s each. So you can get like the equivalent of Intel. You're going to be paying thousands more for similar performance. And as far as the core counts goes, like the Threadripper 1950X, turbo's up to 4.2. That thing is ridiculous. 32 threads, I believe it is. So yeah. And then the 1920s 12 core. Guys, those things are ridiculous. Also, let's talk about the new SD Express. The big news that everyone's kind of freaking out about and going, oh my God, is people are saying, tech companies have figured out how to cram 128 terabytes into an SD card. Well, that's okay. They've drawn out the specifications that are going to lead to that, but that is not coming soon. Like, we haven't even gotten to the 2 terabyte mark. So that's just a catchy headline. Thank you very much, Chris Mills, for that catchy headline. We're all just riveted by it. But the real news is the new SD Express interface. So they're going to be able to take advantage of PCI Express and NVMe on an SD card. Now, picture this. People are being like, whoa, that's going to be really fast for cameras that shoot 4K. You can shoot like raw footage and stuff like that. It's like 900 and something megabytes a second. So depends on what kind of raw footage you're doing, because some of that stuff's ridiculous. But anyway, imagine being able to build tiny computers and then using an SD card as your storage media, and then having it be as fast as 900 to 1,000 megabytes a second, thanks to NVMe and PCI Express. That's pretty cool. Michael Santiago is a Democrat in the state of California, and they were about to pass some really awesome net neutrality rules and restrictions, and then AT&T gave him a bunch of money, and he changed his mind. So they put up this giant billboard in Silicon Valley. The one thing I'll say about this is I don't know why they had to bring Trump into this entire thing, because now it becomes a polarizing topic, when I think both people, Trump supporters and people who can't stand Trump, almost all of them know that net neutrality is a decent thing. Bit of a head-scratching type complaint thing. So on your phone, your cell phone service and that sort of thing, you may see something called the administration fee. What the hell is an administration fee? Well, AT&T's administration fee is to cover, lines and maintenance and stuff that I thought should be covered by the actual cost of your, monthly payment. But they've raised it from 76 cents to $1.99. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's an extra $800 million a year in their pocket. And I would look in the near future, as regulation starts to erode, look for these little fees to just show up without much explanation at all, especially on your home internet bills. This is from, like your cell phone service, but just look for we have a gopher fee. What's that for? Oh, well, he had to go for some coffee earlier today, and that cost the company a lot of money. And then we had to hire a guy to be a gopher underground to dig some wires. It all encompasses everything that has to do with the word gopher. And a gopher chewed through a wire once, and we have to cover that too. So that's a gopher fee. And then we have the reticulated ocular cavity reverberation fee. And that is for when you get backhanded by a power line that falls and it hits you in the eye and it hurts. And then we have to pay for the hospital bills for whoever that happened to. And then we transfer that onto you with the reticulated ocular cavity reverberation fee. So just look for a bunch of weird fees that show up like that. Specifically the one I just mentioned. I've already forgotten it. Should we talk about video games?
What is this? This is Valley.
Valley.
What a goodie.
So this is a few years old.
Yep.
Did you just double jump?
I did just double jump. So this whole game is kind of like a physics puzzle solver where you have this thing called a leaf suit, which you can kind of see the feet for it right there. But the leaf suit is this super cool thing that, based off of your momentum, lets you jump crazy distances and land with basically Borderlands physics towards gravity.
All right, so I grabbed this game for $4 right now on the Steam Summer Sale, and you guys have until the 5th to grab this.
Yeah.
So pick this game up, because it's, it took me a couple of days of random play, probably 5 hours, 6 hours to beat. And I'm kind of a completionist, so I tried to get all the acorns and everything.
Yeah, you get to solve jumping puzzles, you get to upgrade your suit. It's pretty cool.
And it's really interesting. The whole premise is that you stumble onto this valley somewhere in a secret location, and they're working on a project that is happening at the same time as Oppenheimer is working on the bomb. Mm-hmm. But it's a different project, and they're sort of in competition with that project, so there's all this weird science that's hidden.
They're trying to harness this weird spiritual energy seed and use it to make something even more destructive than the atom bomb. And there was this whole military cover-up that you discover as you play through it, and you get to learn more about the people that use the leaf suits. Also, the leaf suits have control over life and death, which they kind of just grace over a little bit, which is kind of funny. But
they wanted to try to justify respawning.
Yeah.
But I can't recommend this game enough for $4. It may not be the best game ever made, but it's a ton of fun. And now, I want the leaf suit in more games, and I want the leaf suit in real life. That's just pretty much it.
I want to play a game that involves jumping around and shooting my friends with the leaf suit on.
So, guys, multiplayer game with the leaf suit. Is this it?
Could it be?
Oh, it's just that. Not the water yet. You get all these upgrades here for your leaf suit.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, check it out on the summer sale. Woo! So, are you looking forward to this?
Hell yeah, absolutely.
The trailer's 100%.
Yes.
In the future, in Futurama. You've seen the present in Springfield. So?
I don't care when anyone says I'm excited about this.
It looks really pretty. I didn't watch Simpsons. I didn't watch Futurama. I'll probably watch some of this. I want to know how many guys are really upset that the main character is a woman.
Probably there's plenty of butthurt people.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that'll challenge your manhood. All right, this is what I'm looking forward to just about more than anything. Underworld. So the team that made this up has worked on so many amazing games in the past. The bits and pieces, I think maybe you've worked on, I forget, Thief, System Shock, Ultima. Mm-hmm. This is sort of a spiritual successor to Ultima Underworld and games like Arx Fatalis and stuff like that. Imagine if Skyrim had, it looks like almost better combat and was only underground.
It's, but with more than just Draugr. But it's just a lot of skeletons, so I don't know.
There's a lot of
skeletons. But anyways, it looks like, it feels like a game that, like, all those spots when you were underground in Skyrim that you were like, if I shoot this guy here and I kite back around this corner right here, they'll get stuck in here, and if I do that, then I can just pick them off at my own leisure or something like that. Like, it seems like all those, like, glitchy kills that you could take advantage of in Skyrim is, like, the whole point of this game.
Well, they said that they wanted to give
using
you
the terrain around you. Like, it's all, it feels like, how can I, like a medieval bullet storm almost. Like it's all about
water arrow right there.
Yeah,
like
it's all about using like everything around you to do like over the top super kills on everything, which is awesome.
So one of the things that the developers, I mean, I've been following this game for a while, and I just showed it to you, but I backed it on Kickstarter. But one of the things that the developers were going for was exactly what you were just talking about. They wanted to make sure that you could solve everything in your own style.
Yeah, like 1,000 different ways.
If you wanted to use magic to raise up a firewall or like, turn the water into something, or if you wanted to be stealthy and like shoot the ceiling and knock the lights down, or, you can use water arrows
or
and all
like
that sort of
avoid
thing.
Combat completely. And,
right.
Yeah.
So they wanted to allow multiple paths to victory, a la all those old games I mentioned, and also like games like System Shock, Deus Ex, and Thief, and that sort of thing. So
or
I'm
you can just
really
be that
looking
guy
forward
that runs
to
in and hits everything. That guy.
Yeah, if you wanted to be.
That person in your RPG group.
They said it's a pretty dangerous world. So they said that I think that it's going to be more geared for using your brain a little bit more than just running in, but I imagine you can do that if you wanted to. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that. The alpha is out right now. If anybody's playing the alpha, let me know. I thought I got into the alpha, but I backed it like one tier too low for the alpha. So I'm like, and I'll get the alpha. I'm trying to see if I can upgrade because I really want to play it. All right, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Be sure to grab things. What you got over there? Oh, Dave, if you guys are wondering, hopefully this will be on New Overlord. Message us back about Swordslinger immediately so we can make this happen. If you guys want to know what Swordslinger is, I'll take a minute to tell you about what's happening with the game. So we were originally going to make Zweihander, this large RPG, and unfortunately that game's going to cost millions of dollars. We did the budgeting. We've made a lot of work on it. There's a lot of assets and that sort of thing. That game's going to cost quite a bit of money.
A lot.
Yeah, well, a lot. I mean, I still think we can make it. But we were working on the combat. The combat's fun. I said, hey, let's get some multiplayer in there. Mm-hmm. And Christian, who's working on the game, he got multiplayer working.
And it looks awesome.
It looks awesome. And I was like, all right, let's take Rune, a little bit of Nidhogg, a little bit of Duck Game, a little bit of all these games like Unreal Tournament and stuff, the old school stuff. Crawl, yeah. A lot of the energy from that, and make a 2D multiplayer ridiculous arena combat game. And that's what we're doing. It's going to be way easier to make. It's going to be an absurd amount of fun. Maybe even a little bit of Smash Brothers in there, but more, I think more Nidhogg and more Rune and games like that will be in there as our main goals for the feel of the game. But we've got some weapons, we've got some animations, we've got to the point where we're almost ready to jump in and start beating each other up and seeing how it feels.
And we want Dave's blessing.
Yeah, Dave, we want to be on New Blood. That's just the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if Blood Music contacts me before New Blood does, I'll be like, okay, well, at least you still got blood in your name.
Then we'll have to ask Bloody Keyboards after that if they don't want to.
Yeah, we have to have a publisher with blood in the name. All right, guys, we'll see you in the comments.
All right.
Dave, I'm serious.
We're not fucking around here, Dave.